I'd share my walk with you. I'm going to face the camera forward while I have a little chat today, so you can actually see where I'm walking, and rather than facing my face, and I can discuss stuff with you, because it's all right looking at me, but sometimes it's nice looking at the view and seeing the little dogs walk up in front. Okay, let's crack on then. Let's get into it. So, what's touched me more than anything is I'm not surprised, but I am at the same time, how much my relationship actually means to other people. How me and Anna being together, what we represented as a couple, how loving and caring we were towards each other. How that helped lots and lots of people to go around that way, Jack. Oh, that helped lots and lots of people to understand what love was. And you know, we did truly love each other. A lot of people say it couldn't have been true love because true love lasts forever. Bullshit! That's the biggest crock of bullshit we've ever sold. You know, just because you broke up with somebody, it doesn't mean that you didn't really love them. It just means that you really, really love them, but you change. And sometimes you change and grow together, and sometimes you change and grow apart. And sadly, me and Anna have changed and grown apart. Now, there's so much about each other that we still truly love. Like she says, she loves my humour. She loves the way I'm always trying to look at the positive side in life. I taken her on amazing adventures that she said she never would have did, like driving my camper van to Ibiza, driving my friend's van to Sicily to pick up his motorbike in Italy and driving back again, driving our classic Mini on our honeymoon all the way to from the UK to the north of Sweden where I am now in a 1300cc classic Mini. Can you imagine that? Yeah. And all the way down to the south of France and all the way back up again. And we did that on our honeymoon 14 years ago. And it was amazing. We seen so many amazing things and went so many amazing places. And we were camping, and it was before we had the dogs. And also we drove from Sweden to Ibiza and lived in Ibiza for the whole season. And while I was in Ibiza, my car broke down, so I had to leave it there and leave a trailer full of stuff like a motor scooter and stereo equipment and loads of amazing stuff. I had a beautiful Buddha statue in there, and all of that was left in a trailer in Ibiza, and we couldn't get back because we just couldn't get the money together. But we saved enough cash to get Thelma off the island, the princess. There she is, my little Ibiza girl. And you know, got her from there and got her back to Sweden, and then Anna brought her to Wales, and I've lived in Wales. We also lived in London. Well, I lived in London for 10 years, but I think about 4 of those years, I think it must have been with Anna, with us being in a relationship. We lived with Shane, and we lived with Maria, two of my friends. And they've been friends of ours for life. The two of them actually went to our wedding as well. A lot of my friends didn't make it, which I was gutted about. Their loss. They didn't make the effort to come to my wedding, and they wouldn't have known how much of an amazing day it was. It was one of the best days of my life, you know. And, you know, Shane, my friend, has been filming for 3 months. Let's go this way, Thelma. Let's go around the big mountain. And I haven't been able to contact him much because I didn't want to distract him, because he's been a director of a film which he's made, written and done himself, which was amazing. The Haunting of Lancelot, I can't remember what the name of it is. It's a French name, sorry. But you have to look up Shane Carn. He's in my friends and what he's been up to. Amazing job, Shane. He's now editing the film and piecing it all together. So, you know, I didn't want to bother him much with my breakup because I know it would be a massive distraction for him and it would have taken him away from his filming. But I was talking to him last night and he was really stressed and worried and gutted because he looks at me and Anna like his brother and sister. And he said, our love restored his faith in humanity. Because if you've seen me and Anna when we were together and we used to go out partying and we were always around each other, we could not get enough of each other's company. You know, we were like the perfect couple, and we absolutely adored each other. So yes, it was true love. Yes, it was an amazing journey. Yes, the two of us still truly and utterly care about each other and love each other, but we just maybe need some time apart. And that's the main bit. We just maybe need some time apart to think and to see what we really want. And in the not too distant future, we might, we might get back together, or in the not too distant future, we might just be friends. But I don't know that till I've got to the future, do I? I can only be here right now and adjust to what I'm going through right now. So the truth is, we've got to not go, it wasn't true love, it wasn't this, it wasn't that. When people say that about your past relationship, it really hurts, because they don't understand. It's like they don't understand that you truly did love each other. It's just the fact that sometimes, you can't make love happen. Yeah? You really can't. Oh, somebody's sending me messages. I forgot to turn my internet off. Muppet. You can't make love, but you definitely can't break love, And we've not broken love between me and Anna. We still really love and care about each other. We've actually been able to properly laugh together over the last couple of weeks for the first time in a long time, because the pressure's off each other. We're not having to try and worry about, if we're going to be together or not. We're just accepting the process of where we are. And it's taken a lot of pressure off each of us. So now the two of us have enjoyed each other's company a little bit more. And, and we've, had a couple of cries together and discussed a lot of stuff we've done and laughed about that and my craziness. And, it's like I say, you don't realise how much of an amazing person each of you are until you realise that person's not going to be in your life anymore. Well, like, she is, but not like waking up every day with her there and cooking her food every day and that side of being with her. It's only going to be, when we happen to be in the same place, which with me living in the UK in the next couple of weeks and her living here in the north of Sweden, we're not going to see each other that much. We will most probably talk on a regular basis over social media and call each other, because that's possible these days. So you're only a phone call away. And that's easy to stay in touch. So thank God for social media for that side of stuff. But on the other hand, we are going to have distance from each other, and I am going to be moving forward, and I am going to have to learn that I don't have to look over my shoulder and ask somebody, is that okay if I do that? Because even though Anna had let me do whatever I wanted to, whenever I was in a relationship, you still got to respect each other's boundaries. You can't just take the piss out of each other. You've got to respect each other and show each other love, and you've got to always, work with each other. You've got to say, like, is it okay if I go to London and catch up with my friends? And she was always, oh yeah, that'd be amazing, because she knew how much I missed the UK. I've always been really homesick for the UK. I love Sweden. It has one of the most amazing benefit and social structures set up. But, I'm going to have a pretty lonely Christmas up here in the north of Sweden. And if I want to decide what I want to do, sometimes getting some distance from you, and I'm able to see if I want to come back here, or if that's what I want, then I want to move to somewhere else, or I want to live somewhere else in Europe. Who knows what the future has to hold? But I'm only going to know that, like I said, when I take the first step of moving away from you, which is going to be hard, gaining some distance from me and Anna, and giving myself time to really think about what I want, and giving her time to think about what she wants, and taking every week, every day, every moment as it comes, and celebrating life, making the most of everything. Be grateful, show gratitude for everything, no matter how tough it is or how amazing the day is. We seem to be always, be grateful because we're having a great time. But as soon as the shit comes along, you tend to be like, oh, run away from that. Well, no, be grateful for that as well. Because if you are grateful for the shit times, the bad stuff you go through, guess what? When the good stuff comes along, you will be so happy that you're in the good time, because you'll be able to show gratitude to that. You only have depth to your gratitude for the good times when you've given yourself full acknowledgement of the bad times, the crazy shit. But as I said, there is no positive, there is no negative. There just is. It just is. There is what there is in front of you. It's neither good or bad. It just is. All that matters is how you deal with it that makes it good or bad. That's